What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be going over the quality of life improvements and big changes that Rockstar included in the San Andreas Mercenaries DLC update. Rockstar did include a lot of little things, some things that were mentioned in patch notes, other things that they didn't at all. So today we're going to be going over that and more. So let's start off with the hold to sprint feature on consoles. So this is obviously something that Rockstar should have put in the game since probably day one, because now you don't have to mash your X or A button to sprint. Now you can actually just hold it. And with this feature, it also makes it a lot more comfortable when you're shooting, because you don't have to worry about smashing your A button just to actually move faster. Now, Rockstar also added young Ancestor to the contact favorites. So as you guys know, I think it was with the Criminal Enterprises DLC, they gave us the ability to remove contacts that we didn't want to, call us. And young Ancestor, for some reason, was just not included. I don't know why. I guess Rockstar forgot about him, but he's not really useful that much, especially after you complete the casino heist, especially if you use his approach. So now you are able to remove him if you don't want him to call you at all, which I don't think he really does that often anyways. Now, Rockstar also added some updates to the Hangar. Now we'll be having a separate video on the Hangar, guide and just how Rockstar changed it, but pretty much Rockstar did add a source cargo option where if you do call up Ron, you can source any type of cargo. It is kind of bad since you can't choose which one, but it's kind of useful if you're just flying a free roam and you want to source some cargo. That's going to be, a lot more faster. You can also go to your Hangar, and Rooster can actually deliver cargo himself for you for $25,000, which definitely isn't that bad. So he's definitely a good addition to the Hangar. Rockstar is also giving us the ability to name our asset. Usually it's just called asset when you're delivering it in the lobby, but now if you want to choose from a list of names, you can. You can't have custom names at all, but there is like a list, and there is like challenges that you have to do in order to unlock them. Such as do a max amount of deliveries, make money from it, and then you can unlock the other ones, which is pretty cool. So now it's just going to be a little bit unique instead of having, the same name for everyone. Now in this update, Rockstar also added the claim all feature to Moore's Mutual Insurance. Now I'm pretty sure this was in the game when it first started, or at least in the early years, but for some reason Rockstar removed it. But now they actually brought it back. So now you don't have to go to each and every garage and call Moore's Mutual like 20 times. You could just click the claim all button and get all your vehicles that got destroyed back in one call. Now, Rockstar also fixed the auto shop glitch with the staff. So they did kind of improve this in like the past two DLCs, where they made it so that you have a higher chance of the staff not messing up a vehicle. But now I think it's pretty much almost 100% where they will not mess it up, because it kind of gets annoying, because you can, obviously do a delivery yourself for customers, but you can also make the staff do it. But the problem with the staff is that they do end up crashing and you get less money. So it's just better for you to do it. But Rockstar did kind of improve this, and now you have a higher chance of them delivering it perfectly with no, damage or scratches or anything like that. Now, a little small improvement that Rockstar added is the properties and blimps that are on your map. So usually your mini map does have pretty much all your businesses and properties on the bottom of it, and it kind of just goes with it. And it works, but it just really is a lot messy because it's just all over the place. But now Rockstar made it so that it only really shows up if you're close to it. So as you can see in this gameplay over here, I'm close to my Hangar. It shows up on my map. My CEO also does show up. I'm not that close to it, but it's because, I'm in a CEO. But for the other businesses like the cargo, vehicle warehouse and stuff like that, that does not show up at all. Usually on the map it would, especially if you are like an MC business, it's going to show up with all the businesses, which just clutters up the map a lot. Now, collectibles and events also have, a little bit of pay increases. This includes like the buried stashes and stuff like that that are just found in free mode. So Rockstar only increased it by like a couple thousand for each of them, so nothing too crazy, and I don't really expect many people to do that. I feel like if Rockstar made it more reasonable, making it around like $50 to like $100,000 per collectible or whatever, then I think it will make a lot more sense. But that is a small change that Rockstar did include if you guys are interested in checking that out. Over on the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, Rockstar included the new career progress feature, which basically gives you the ability to keep track of challenges that you completed when it comes to like missions and heists and stuff like that. And there's like 4 different tiers for each of them, and each tier that you unlock, you do end up getting some free rewards and stuff. And the best thing that probably comes with this is the fact that you do get some protagonist outfits once you do reach a certain tier and have enough to claim it. Now, I do already have a video breaking down the new career progress, so if you guys want to check that out, I will leave a link in the description. You now also have access to flight school in your Hangar. Honestly, flight school isn't really that popular, but it is an easy way to get $250,000 for free, and with these past weeks it actually has been double. It's basically just a little series of missions where it just trains you a little bit how to fly. Obviously that's in the name. It's a little bit similar to how GTA San Andreas is. And this flight school feature, it makes sense to be here. It's actually really useful because if you are, located, let's say like a military basis where your Hangar is, if you do select, travel to flight school, you actually just get teleported over there. So it's a good way to get from the Hangar down to the city like really fast. So that's, a bit of a fast travel feature that Rockstar added unintentionally, I guess. Over for payphone hits, Rockstar again for some reason changed it up, and the cooldown is now increased. Usually it was around like 20 minutes. When it first came out, I think it was like around 48 to 50 minutes, and a lot of people hated that, and they changed it, and then now they changed it back. So I don't know if this is a bug or something, but now it is 48 minutes when it comes to the payphone hits, which sucks. I know payphone hits are just something that a lot of people do because it's just, you know, simple, easy money, but for some reason Rockstar changed that. Most likely a bug that they will fix within the next few updates. We'll have to see. Another big thing that Rockstar did that is honestly one of the dumbest decisions for them is the fact that they removed over 150 vehicles for GTA Online, a total of exactly 188 vehicles. This is pretty much, they did this to remove, like, I guess a lot of vehicles that people didn't use, but most of them actually a lot of people do end up using, and it does affect a lot of people, especially those in the car community. I hope Rockstar does, you know, honestly change this, but it seems like as for right now, the only way to get access to these vehicles is if you have GTA Plus, or if you want to trade vehicles with other people like on PS5, or if you end up buying them from your auto shop customer deliveries. That's really the only way. Still, either way, Rockstar should not be put in like this and just locking it. Most of them are probably going to be locked, you know, through GTA Plus. So Rockstar wants you to pay like $6 every month just to get access to some of the vehicles, which is dumb because you won't get access to all of them at once, and you're just going to have to hope that the vehicle that you want is available at the Vulnerable Car Club or is coming with GTA Plus. Besides that though, Rockstar also removed the business battle from the aircraft carrier, which I guess makes sense because it did, you know, correspond with the new missions that do place on the aircraft carrier, the new Los Angeles Angels missions. So that makes sense. I don't know if Rockstar is going to add it back and just fix up the variables or whatever, but I think it probably was some type of bug or whatever that happened, and that's why they had to take it out. And then another change is probably something that, you know, a lot of you guys realize as soon as you open your interaction menu, which is the fact that you can register as a boss. This does not combine the MC and CEO together. It just pretty much makes it so that's just a smaller menu by like one tab, I guess. So instead of it having, you know, CEO, MC, now it's just register as a boss, and then after that it has those two. So I guess it's useful. It probably would have been more useful if we did have more like things that we could sign up as, like if we had like, you know, a new type of way that we could sign up and, you know, control businesses, then it would have made a lot more sense. But either way, I mean, it's a useful feature that Rockstar has now in GTA. And then after that, we have the Orbital cannon. Rockstar did changes so that you do not instantly get refunded when you do end up missing a shot. Previously, if you did shoot at somebody, automatic or manual, and you ended up not killing them, either, you know, if they were in a vehicle that, you know, protected them, or if they were like under a certain place that just, you know, like a tunnel or something like that, obviously you would get your $750,000 back. And this is a feature that, of course, a lot of griefers did abuse. But now Rockstar changed it so that now you have a 48-minute cooldown to even use it. Also, you do not get your money back at all. So if you're going to shoot somebody with an orbital cannon, you better make sure you hit it because you're not getting that money back. And then lastly, for a big change that a lot of people probably didn't know, is the fact that if you do want to migrate your character from, you know, old gen PS4, Xbox One over to a new gen console, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, you know, all that, then you actually will not lose the character. Previously, if you did do that, you would delete the character on the old console and you had to start brand new if you wanted to, you know, use that old console again, and then all your new stuff would be on the new console. But now Rockstar made it so that now it actually doesn't delete it. And I mean, the progress is an update, so it's still going to be, you know, whatever progress you had left at that time, but at least it doesn't delete the character, which I wish Rockstar did from the start, because it would have been cool to have been, you know, playing on my PS4 character. But either way, that's a change that Rockstar did making this update. So just keep that in mind if you are transferring, that's how it's going to be from now on. But that's pretty much all the major changes that Rockstar added with the new Andreas Mercenaries update. Of course, there are some smaller changes and bug fixes that Rockstar included, and those are mentioned on the patch notes, some of them not even. I will leave a link in the description to the patch notes if you guys want to check it out for yourself. But that's really overall the main things that Rockstar changed and probably will affect players the most. So if you guys enjoyed this or found this helpful, make sure to drop a like, and if you want to see more, then make sure to subscribe and put on post notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.